Hello, people. Let's get into it. Let's dissect the skits, right? Hi, people. To go here. So, we are going to be getting right into the skit dissections. Like you already know, you need to calm down with how much you watch these skits and the movies and the songs and all the media. Okay, you need to calm down on how you consume that. But even if you can't, even if you're obsessed with it, even if you are, you're watching all the movies, you're watching all the skits, you're listening to all the songs that teach you rubbish, have to add that. Even if you're obsessed with them, at least understand what they're telling you, right? At least understand the subliminal messages, the hidden messages, the subtle messages that they send to you, right? Get that at least so you can know what to do about them. It's not all entertainment, people. Okay. So we're going to be dissecting a couple of skits today. And obviously, you can see the first one on the screen here. So it's called Relationship Issues, Insecurities, or Double Standards. Now, I want you to notice something, okay? Most of the time, when they discuss relationships, anything good really, is always to portray it in a dysfunctional manner. They always portray it in a dysfunctional way, abnormally, filled with, dysfunction, abuse, neglect, negative things, because there is a satanic agenda and there is a satanic reason why they're pushing all these kids with the negative messages to you guys. You need to get this. You need to get this, okay? It's not just entertainment. It can be good. It can be good. A few of them are, very few of them are, but it can be good. But majority of it is negative, as you're going to see here. Okay. So of course, I'm going to be teaching you how to detect the negative subliminal messages. Of course, they can be good subliminal messages, but like I said, it's a satanic agenda. So most of the things that they're pushing are negative. So that is the problem, really. So let's start with this one, right, and see what they've put in there.
I'm surprised you say you can't find anything you're looking for. This is like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Are you okay? I'm fine. Okay. Wait. Oh my God. Wait, you're Chineye, right? Yes, I am, and you are. No way, Sam! The great Sam!
Okay, first of all, look, my calling is really to help you guys understand the hidden things, okay, to expose the hidden things, okay. If someone is, for example, cursing your mom or cursing your family, that's obviously bad. You don't need anybody to tell you that that's bad. You get. But if it is being hidden, if it's being disguised in a way that seems good, that's when you need someone to expose it to you, okay. So for example, this skit right here. You see the introduction of that. See, look at the introduction of that. She said, he said, "You are Chineye, right?" See the way they did not show his face when he was saying that. Okay, so remember. Anyways, go back to a few of my videos. It'll help you learn a bit more of this. I don't want this to take too much of our time. Okay, so they did not show his face when he was saying that for a reason, okay? Because it is part of their subliminal ways of promoting division, actually, you know. So, but we'll get to that. That's like a subtle thing, but of course, most of it is subtle, anyways. Let's continue. And by the way, she said the great Sam. And by the way, you're gonna find out that these people they've never met each other in real life, even though it's all a skit. It's all intentionally dissected. Okay, so none of it is real, but of course they are portraying a certain scenario to you intentionally. Okay, so they got the great Sam. She called him the great Sam. Somebody she doesn't even know. I think they met on Twitter or something. Somebody who has not saved the world, somebody who has not achieved such significance. Actually, it is a suggestion to male pride because they're trying to increase male pride, right? Not even with like arrogance. So that's why would you call yourself the great Sam when you've not achieved anything really great, really? So it's ridiculous. So, anyways, let's continue.
You look so good. Let me just say that your pictures do not do you any justice at all. I could say this.
Okay. This sexualization of women, it really, really irritates me. I mean, I want to curse them every time I see them. If I do curse them, they are irritating. Okay. Now, look at this thing here. I want to, your pictures don't do you any, justice at all. And then she now starts turning around like she's looking at him to dissect her or to appraise her, you know, seeking validation from a man you don't even know. The only validation you should seek is from God, okay? Not any man or any woman, okay? So understand that. Now he's saying her pictures don't do her any justice, and she's turning around like she's making an inspection. Like it's so annoying.
Didn't think about it. You look better in real life. Sam! Wow. Oh my God. I am so sorry. Please forgive my manners. Hey, this is Chineye. She is my friend on Twitter. She's a strong voice on Twitter. In fact.
So you can see it says social media, the managers to social media. That is part of how they're promoting these social media interactions, which is not always a bad thing. Yeah, you can find some, sensible contacts on social media, but I mean that mostly depends on what you're on it for. Okay, I definitely do not advise you to meet up anyone on social media and then go and meet them in real life. Okay, except you've done an excessive background check, but that's definitely something that not something I would ever do. You get me? So, so we've got that, and then we've got the girlfriend here. She's just standing, looking annoyed. And you see the other girl, right? The other woman. She's all over him, putting her hands on his chest. Like they always want to pervert things. They always want to pervert situations, relationships. Obviously. Okay, let's look at the real life scenario of this. A man walks into the mall with his girlfriend or his wife, and then you happen to recognize him, or he recognizes you, and then you start to talk, and then you can see he has a woman beside him, and then you are all over him, hugging him multiple times, touching him here, touching him there. Does that sound appropriate to you? Does that sound appropriate to you? Like that's pure garbage. You get. So everybody should respect themselves. Really, is the thing there. You know. So, but let's continue though.
Fat. So, Chineye, this is Oma, my woman. Nice to meet you, Oma. You see this your guy? My God, he is a one-man squad. Need you to look for my trouble, Sam.
Now, I need to know something. When they focus, when they send the negative messages, they focus on the face. Okay. When they send a positive message or when they say a positive thing, they don't focus on the face. They zoom out of the face or they don't show the face at all. Okay, because it has to do with our mind actually, how we retain things. Okay, visual plus audio has a higher retention in our mind than just audio. Okay, except it's a song or something. Okay, then there's hypnosis involved. Is a song. Okay, but on a regular note, you know, visual and audio has a higher impact. Okay, so when she said this thing, she actually said what is a good thing, right? But they did not show her face when she was saying it. And now you have to notice this because they do it every time. This is a constant pattern that they do. It doesn't matter what you're watching. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's a music video, if it's a movie, if it's a skit, if it's even a documentary, even on Nat Geo Wild, they do it. It doesn't matter where. This is a pattern that they use consistently. Okay, consistently because they want to, remove your remembrance of the positive message, but reinforce the negative message because they are evil and they want to make you evil too. They want to present evil as good and good as evil. Okay, so you have to know that because that's something they use all the time. So when she said he's a one-man squad, okay, now that's a good thing. Okay, a one-man squad or a one-person squad or a one-woman squad or anyone, that's a good thing because that's one person who is able to achieve a lot of things, by themselves. Of course, no person is an island. You still need a group of people to really succeed greatly. But it's being able to achieve certain things, going for what you want, even if it's only you. That's a good thing. Being a one-person squad, but it didn't show her face when she was showing that. When she was saying that, to lessen your remembrance of that message, you know. So you have to be aware they are using very subtle things, very subtle, ways that they trick the mind, and they deceive people, you know. So you need to be aware of that. So let's continue though, because this is, I mean, it's a relationship skit, so you know that they are pushing dysfunction. So let's see. Yeah.
See who is talking. You that you're trouble personified. See, the day I respected you was the day.
See how they zoomed in on his face when he was saying that. You need to be paying attention to these things. Okay? Like, you are trouble personified. Okay? He was talking to the other lady, the other woman, and they zoomed in on his face when he said, "You are trouble personified," because they're trying to make, the different groups, different genders mistrust each other. The enemy, Satan, ultimately wants us to be divided. Okay, but of course, God is trying to stop us from that because we are the only ones who will suffer if we are divided. United we stand, divided we fall. The enemy hates us. That's why he's trying to divide us. Okay, our God who made us, who loves us, wants us to be united. Okay, so now when they zoomed in on his face when he was saying, "You are trouble personified," to make it stick to your mind, to heighten your remembrance, or like to say, "She's trouble," or "He's trouble." Like to avoid, what did she do that trouble personified? We've not seen anything. She didn't break anybody's head. She didn't she didn't curse anybody for no reason. You know, she didn't, insult his mother or something. You get, and he said, "You are trouble personified." Baseless. But they're always trying to push that. Even this annoying slang they always put in the midst of the skit, always saying "obìnrin, obìnrin." This, that. Have you ever heard them saying "ọkùnrin, ọkùnrin"? No, because there is a particular evil agenda. It's against everybody, but there is it's particularly against women because, okay, let me correct that. The enemy attacks everybody, every single person, but he attacks women especially. Okay, because he hates women especially. Jesus is from a woman and the Holy Spirit. The man has nothing to do with Jesus being born. So Jesus is from a woman and the Holy Spirit, and that's why Satan hates women especially. So, that's why they attack women in certain ways that they don't attack men. So women, you really need to understand this, okay, and stop letting the enemy push you into negativity and making you conform into ridiculous things that they pushed you as fashion and as the latest and all that crap that they're trying to, remove for your essence and who you truly are. I mean, Lord punish them for that, you know. So, anyways, let's continue. Very annoying stuff, you know. Anyways, I'm watching this because of you guys. Because if not, I mean, I'm so irritated by this. They only send negative messages. And I've told you, this Adam Victor guy, you need to, just if you're watching his skits, I know he's one of the more popular skit makers. If you're watching his skits, be careful because they're definitely sending negative subliminal messages. Be careful of the sort of things that are suggested to you while you're watching them. Of course, it's not the only one. There are different ones of them that are evil, but you need to guard your mind. Okay.
You cleared Wahab. You put him in his place over that derogatory comment he made about you. You dragged.
You see again. Look at, he just said you dragged him over. Of course, you can watch the video. I'm only going to be pinpointing where the subliminal messages are. Okay. In fact, when I'm dissecting a movie, I skip over it because there are too many sometimes, so I can't go over every single thing. So we're not here for 3 hours. But this is a skit, so it's a shorter period of time. So and then he said, you dragged Wahab over that derogatory comment he made about you. And remember, hand signals are important. Your body language, speaks. So when he said that derogatory comment and he did his hand like this, like it's nothing to make a derogatory comment about somebody, and they put that there. Of course, they didn't have to add that. Remember, it's all intentionally constructed. It's all fake. They yelled action, they yelled cut, and all that. It's all written. Yeah. So they didn't have to add that. They put it there intentionally. Okay. So to make, they are trying to increase disrespect. Okay. Yeah. Especially for men towards women. That's why they overly sexualize women, and they make you think that your worth is only in your body and all that lies of Satan. So, but they are also trying to increase disrespect for women towards men, actually. Because if you're not responsible, if you're a cheater, if you're a philanderer, what is worth respecting, really? And if you're a woman also, and then you are not doing the right things, or you're sexualizing yourself, or you're only about your body, then what is worth respecting to? So the enemy, not only is he trying to push a negative mindset or a negative view, he's actually trying to make you negative, truly. Okay? So remember, the ultimate goal of the enemy is to make you go to hell. Is to make every single person go to hell. You get me? So how is he going to do that? He's not going to do that by suggestion. No, he's going to do that by your actions, by making you choose the wrong actions, by presenting the wrong actions to you as right, by making you think that wrong is right and right is wrong. That is how he'll do that. Okay? And these skits, these movies, these songs are the major tools in which they use to promote these things. Adverts also, media in general. Media in general. That this is why this is media literacy with a godly lens. Media in general. So of course, always speak respectfully to each other. Even if somebody is saying something that you don't really like, you can correct them in a respectful way that you don't really need to, get derogatory or insultive in any way. Okay. So let's respect ourselves, because if you disrespect someone, you most likely will get disrespected as well. You know. So
I'm like, I better pass my neighbor generator. That madman. He knows better not to try me again on that street. I know. The last time he tried me, I showed him that.
You see what they just did now? She was replying to him, right? He said, the last time he tried me, I showed him pepper. They did not show her face when she was saying that. Okay? She just said the last time he tried me, and then when she said I showed him pepper, they zoomed out of her face. They didn't show her face again, because they don't want you to retain that message that if someone tries to mess with you, you should actually get back at them. Okay, not like revenge or something, but like vengeance is mine, said the Lord. But if you have God, which we should all have God, report them to God, and definitely use your words also to put them in their place. Okay, and that is the fact about it. Now, and they zoomed out of her when she said I showed him, because they don't want you to retain that. You should retain that. If anybody messes with you, show them pepper. Yeah, I'm saying it. Show them pepper. But of course, don't get violent or whatever. Just try to be as peaceful as possible. But we should all respect ourselves. And if you're pushing someone to the wall, don't be surprised when they turn at you. Like, I mean,
respect himself.
You see, she now said he has learned to respect himself, and they zoomed back on her face. Actually, it should not have, the line should not have been he has learned to respect himself. It should have been he has learned to respect me, because it's not himself he was disrespecting. It was her he was disrespecting. So he has learned to respect me is the line that should have actually been there, because that's a sensible thing. You know.
It's so good to see you. You look stunning, am I saying? You look good. You look great. You're fantastic. Thank
Okay, right. So over sexualized, and the girlfriend is there, standing still, very angry, looking at them, having the conversation, you know. So, but let's continue.
Oh, hey, baby. What in the world is funny? How could you, Sam? How could you pay for all of the things she bought? Was it not enough that you were swooning all over her and she was busy throwing herself at you like you were some kind of celebrity? You had to cough out.
Okay, now that scene is over, right? Obviously, he has come out. Now they showed the girlfriend waiting for him by the car, so that means they didn't come out together. First red flag, right? Because they should have come out together. Now, okay, let's say they did not, because they're pushing dysfunction, right? They're pushing dysfunctionality. That's what they're pushing with these kids. So, and the movies and the songs and everything, they're pushing dysfunctionality. They're pushing abuse. They're pushing abnormality. They're pushing godlessness. They're pushing evil. Okay, that's what they're pushing. So now she's waiting by the car for him. He comes out and now says, "Hey, baby," blah blah. Anyways, you can see what's going on. Now she now points out something. They turned it around, right? What should she have been angry about? What should she have been angry about? He paid for her, the things that she bought, the things that the other woman bought. Okay, now that is not what she should have been angry about. What she should have been angry about is the fact that she's hugging him and he's hugging her, and they're being far too intimate for somebody they've never even really seen each other in real life before. Okay, like it's not her pain, it's not in pain that really should have been the problem, really, because you can pay for somebody that you like without necessarily any strings involved. But the excessive bodily contact and the excessive hugging and the excessive this and the excessive that is what she should have been annoyed about. You get, because that is what is actually disrespectful. Him paying for her could just mean he's a generous person. Means a generous person. That's not disrespectful. That's the over touching. That's the disrespectful part to her. Okay, because but they twisted it around, because remember, it's all fake. It's all intentionally constructed, right? So they twisted it around. She's now angry about the fact that he paid instead of the fact that he was they were touching each other rather inappropriately. Yeah. So that's that should have been the focus, actually, because if a man is doing that to with someone else in your presence, he obviously doesn't respect you, and that kind of person does not deserve you, and you should not be with that kind of man at all. Okay, so get that.
A whooping sum of 36,000 naira to pay for the things you bought. Baby, come on. You know I don't like it when you get unnecessarily cranky over petty things. This is just a mutual friend, and I was excited to meet her in person. Babe, my reaction was this.
You see this stupid answer he gave, right? I don't like it when you get upset over petty things. Petty things of being inappropriate with someone. That's such a stupid answer, and they're intentionally pushing that, sort of reaction, right? Because they're pushing dysfunction. They're pushing dysfunction. The least you should be saying right now is, I'm sorry about that. That's what you should be saying. Not that you're saying, I don't like, petty, when you get upset about petty things. Really? Like, that is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Of the moment thing. It's not a big deal. And paying for the items she bought was a spur of the moment thing, right? Oma, what is wrong with me picking up a friend's bill? Come on, it's just 36K. The world is not going to end because I spent 36,000 naira on a friend. Jeez. So you don't see anything wrong with it? I'll check some lights on it for you. You brought me, your girlfriend, out.
Okay, so when she said, I'll shed some light on it for you, you see that they didn't show her face when she was saying that. They showed the back of her head. Yeah, because if they had shown her face, which what she's saying is a good thing. And by the way, women are very intelligent, incredibly intelligent, incredibly intuitive. Okay, so as a man, the wisest thing for you to do is to listen to your girlfriend or listen to your wife. Okay, and by the way, because they are trying to mess up the mind, kind of. You get, they are, if I'm not even kind of, they are trying to mess up your minds. You get, so not when it comes to, like, let's say, excessive materialism or excessive, not when it comes to things like that. But of course, helping you and solid, necessary advice. Okay, not when she's asking you for 300,000 to buy a wig that she should not even be wearing in the first place. You get, not when she's asking, not for things like that, but to at least uh, simple things, good things. Of course, you can spend far more than that for your girlfriend, definitely. But what is it for? What is it for? And ladies, also, let us not be too materialistic. By the way, I'm promoting this natural hair. Let's get back to our natural standards. Of course, this is part of a subset of my media literacy commission, because part of media influence actually is introducing this and fake lifestyle. So that is not a good thing. Love your natural self, love your natural hair. This is my natural hair, as you can see, quite long, but very long for African standards. You get, and it's my natural hair. So you don't need all these fake, and fake things. You can take care of your natural self and love your natural self. Okay, you don't need all the fake hair, fake nails, fake this, fake body. But you don't need all that. You're better than that. God did not make you incomplete. God made you perfectly complete. Okay. Now let's continue.
For shopping, you met another woman there and shopped for her as well. And you see nothing wrong with it? I'm glad you said one thing. I took you out for shopping, which means it's my money. So I can spend it however I please. I can spend it anyhow I want. I don't need your consent. Okay?
Okay, like you see, they are trying to make men more and more foolish, more and more irresponsible, more and more disgusting to be around. Really, I mean, heaven forbid that anyone come across this sort of, piece of trash that they are depicting here. I mean, look at this. First of all, it's my money. I don't need your consent. Blah blah. Somebody who is planning to get married to is not even if you worked for it, that doesn't mean that you can disrespect her. Are you kidding me? It's just like the most annoying scenario of this would be like a man and wife situation. You're fully, you're married, and then the man is now saying it's my money. No, dumbass, it's our money. It's not your money. Okay, you need to understand. Two have become one. Okay, even if she's still your girlfriend, that doesn't mean you be rubbing that in her face. You get. But let's say you're not officially one yet. But when you're officially one, you can't be saying it's your money. It's not your money. It's our money. Get that, okay? Man, you really need to get that. Because I know that the enemy is trying to make you as evil as can be, but you can resist that, negative influences because all he wants is to send you to hell, and that's why he's pushing that negativity towards you. You know.
You can't dictate to me who to be kind to. Look, if you have insecurity problems, you're going to have to check it. Otherwise, we're going to have a big problem.
Okay, first of all, they ended that scene there, right? Even that statement alone is enough for drama, okay, or an argument. If you have insecurity problems, you have to deal with it or check. Really, a woman, pushing herself on you. In fact, I saw this. It's a skit, but it's not a skit. It's a short, but it's a real life situation, right? So it's this man and his wife. I'm just giving you a good example because all these skits is full of bad examples, he was with his wife, and then they were having like this skit because they are like a couple. Okay, so he was now saying there's a difference between I'm married and sorry I'm married. You get. So like you can't just say sorry I'm married. Why are you apologizing for being married? Say I'm married. I have a wife. Don't come near me. Okay. You get. So there's no, and of course as a woman too, same thing. Although it even happens more for women than for men. Like I'm married. Don't why are you coming close to me right now? Like why? You get me? So that should be your reaction to any, especially as a married man or a married woman, to any woman, to any person being unnecessarily on towards, unnecessarily familiar or touching you in an inappropriate way. That should be your reaction. Not saying if you have, not telling your wife or your girlfriend that if you have insecurity issues, you should deal with that. What sort of garbage is that? What sort of garbage is that? You know, even there, right there, should have said. I mean, that sort of that conversation tells a lot about the relationship and about the man's mind. Again, it tells a lot. Again, so even that is enough to start to adjust some things. But they showed her not saying anything, and then they now they cut the skits to the next scene. Again, when she definitely should have been corrected right then and there. Again, anyways. So of course, as a woman, oh by the way, they're pushing this imbalance. Remember, it's all a satanic agenda. It might not look like that on the surface, or it's just a skit, no, or it's just a song, no, or it's just a movie, no. Okay, they're pushing these negative agendas into it. They are promoting negative ideologies into it. You know, so you need to get that. And they're pushing this thing for women, for men that you should be. Let me talk about women first. For women that you should not, like if you're being oppressed, you should not say anything. You should just be quiet. You should just just sit down there like you're not even meant to talk in the first place. You know, can you understand how satanic that is? For somebody who claims to love you, who should be your number one partner, who should even be defending you against the world. Who should be your defense against the world. Now being the one who is saying negative things and doing evil things towards you, and then you are now being it's now being suggested to you that you should be quiet. I mean, can you see how satanic that is? Can you see how evil that is? If you don't, you need to check yourself because you need to see that. You know. Now, the this thing here, so they're showing for men that you should be, you know, yeah, an evil authoritative person. God made men the leader, no problem in a marriage, right? But what kind of leader? You are supposed to be made in the image of God. God is your model of a leader. Okay, God is a good God, a loving God, a caring God, a kind God, a sacrificing God. Okay, that's why even the Bible says, "Love your wife like Christ loved the church, up to the point of being able to die for her." Okay, now compare that to what they are pushing to you in these skits. How is that even related at all? The complete opposite is what they're pushing to you in these evil skits. You know, and these evil songs, these stupid, idiotic songs, and these movies that you watch too. You know, it's very, very irritating to know. You know, so that's that. You know, as a man, be a good leader, be a responsible leader, be a leader that's being worth, you know, that is worthy of being called a good leader. That's worthy of being called a leader at all. You know, because if you are an oppressor, if you are evil, which you are going to hell for, by the way, if you are living in that, if you are living like that, hell is sure for you. You get, but if you are an evil person, you are not even a leader. You're a tyrant. You're a tyrant, is what you are. Okay, and I'm not saying women can be evil too. Women can be evil too, but you know the ratios are not really the same. You get, so let us understand that and be better people. You know, so let's continue that one.
Babe, what's going on? Guess the surprise my boss gave to me at work today. What, you got promoted? No. He gave you money? No. Okay, what's the surprise? Okay, wait for it. My boss gave me a 2 weeks all expense paid trip to Dubai. Wait. You mean your company gave you a 2 weeks trip to Dubai? No, my boss did that. He paid for a 2 weeks trip to Dubai for me as a birthday present. Hold on, but your birthday was a week ago, and why would your boss gift you a 2 weeks trip to Dubai? Why not something tangible? And why not? I have been dreaming of going to Dubai for a while now, and this man just made my dream come true. You realize you're my fiancé, and we're engaged to be married, and another man is making your dreams come true. I'm sorry, but I can't allow.
You see again, she comes in, she's all happy. You know, her boss gave her a 2 week expense paid trip, you know, for her birthday to Dubai. And then before I get to analyzing that, when he said, "You realize we are engaged to be married," see that it didn't show his face also again. See that they zoomed out of his face. Yeah, because they want to promote division. They don't want you to be united. And marriage is one of the most, um, one of the most solid ways to unite, right? You know, so and of course it is also an institution made by God. You know, so they don't want that. They want you to be divided completely because they are satanic. So the goal is to make you realize the tricks of the enemy, so you can work against that, so you can repel that evil influence, so you are not misled like the rest of the world. Okay, so yeah. So now he's trying to say something very messed up here, but you know, let's.
Why you call that trip? What? Why? Because it's wrong. Okay, you're my fiancé, you're my woman, and another man is giving you something that I can't afford to give you. It's let's be serious. It's wrong now. It's wrong. I can't allow it, please.
Hello, can you see the sort of tyrant sort of thing that they're trying to push here? The boss gave her a 2 week expense paid trip to Dubai. She's happy about that, of course, and you know she's happy about going and everything. He is now saying he cannot allow that. That he's the man, that she's his woman, and then another man is giving her something that he cannot afford. You know, that is not. I mean, what crap is that? I mean, if you cannot afford that, pray to God. God will bless your hustle. But don't try to put sand in her own Gary when somebody helped her somebody gave her a very nice gift that she has been wanting to have. You are not a good man if you do that at all. At all. In fact, you are not a good man if you do that. You know, the question, if they were actually trying to push a unified setting, they would have said, "Oh, I hope it's for two. I hope we're going together. I hope we're all gonna light it up in Dubai and everything." But no, they're not pushing that. They're saying, "No, you cannot go because it's another man that paid for it and all that." That's garbage. That's garbage.
Anyway, did you think I came to ask your permission to accept the gift? I have already accepted it, and I'm going on that trip. Babe, you cannot dictate to me what gift to accept or reject from whomever. It is my gift, and I have the exclusive right to decide what to do with it. Now, if you have insecurities, better check it. Otherwise, we're going to have a very, very big problem.
You see, so she's basically what they're showing here is like a tit for tat sort of thing. Okay, so he did the stupid thing in the mall, with the other woman, and then now when she has this sort of gift from her boss, she's now saying, the exact same thing. Like, you can't tell me what to do with my, like, what to accept. In fact, it's not really the same thing, but she's saying you can't tell me what to do with my gift. Somebody gave me a gift and I'm accepting the gift. And if you have a problem with that, if you have insecurities, better check it, or else you're going to have a very, very big problem. So the exact statement he made concerning that if you have insecurities, better check it. She now used it too. I remember it's all intentionally constructed. Okay, so, and the simple fact is, when it comes to what happened with him and the lady, that's not her being insecure. That's her being sensible and knowing what her man should be doing or not. This one is actually about him being insecure, because not her friend, not just any friend, random friend, but her boss, okay, her boss. And then she's going, not as if she's going with him to Dubai. She's just going to Dubai to chill out. Not that she's going with the boss. She's just going to Dubai to chill and, have a little fun and everything. Okay, so this is actually the insecure part. You get me? So, as couples, as people in relationships, you definitely need to understand that you cannot have this competitive mindset, this tit for tat mindset. Although in this sort of situation that they've painted here, it does seem like serves you right. You get that? That is what it just like. Yeah, serves you right for yeah. But at the end of the day, in a relationship, you cannot have this tit for tat mentality. This you've done it, so I can do it too. If you do it, I'll do it. No, two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right. The best kind of love is agape love, right? Sacrificial love. Okay, forgiving love. That does not mean that somebody will be treating you like a rag doll, and then say, "Oh, I'm still forgiving and I'm forgiving." No, that's not what I'm saying. But understanding each other. Okay, having a good understanding of each other, and of course, being able to forgive when you know in within a reasonable bound. Okay, within a reasonable bound. Okay. So this concludes this particular skit. So there are a couple of other ones that I want us to go through actually, because they all send negative subliminal messages. It's so this is what people are watching every single day. Like this Adam Victor is one of the most popular skit makers in Nigeria, and people are continually imbibing this toxic content. You know. So let's look at this one here. This one is a very short one actually.
Hi guys, thank you so much for staying with us to the end of the video. So guys, I need to leave this one.
Now, this kid here, let's let me make a brief introduction before we start playing. And thank God it's a short one because they are only trying to send one particular message, which is also negative, but it's only one. So thank God for that at least. So, anyways, the this social media couple, that is the tag of this video, as you can see there. So now there's this thing. They are social media couples, right? They are real life couples, not these ones here, but they are real life couples who post certain things about their marriages and about their life on social media. You know, that example I was giving of that other man who was saying there's a difference between sorry I'm married and I'm married. That's an example of that, because they often post things about their marriage and things like that. They're not the only ones. There are different people that do that. Okay, so, and of course it is a good it's a good thing to see, because they are promoting unity, they are promoting love, they are promoting good messages, not like these stupid skits and these stupid movies, right? But they are promoting good things. Okay, so the that's a good thing, right? But these people here, they're not trying to mock that. They're trying to mock that. They're trying to make it seem like what they are doing is fake. You get, because they are evil, so they're trying to, anything good that they see, especially when it's promoting unity, they will try to belittle it. They will try to make it seem like it's not that good, you know make it seem like it's not real, even like it's fake. But they are the ones that are fake because they are the ones putting out this constructed content made to just deceive you people you know now. So that is what this kit is about, really. So let's see how they do that. Right, let's analyze that.
Word with you last. Please remember that relationship is all about understanding. Just the way I understand my baby here. You see that? It's not about shouting.
Okay, now see. So she said the relationship. So they are introducing first with like, okay, this lovey-dovey couple. This seems like a good thing, right? And then they, and then she says it's all about understanding this, that, talking to, like, they're making a video, right? Talking, it's all about understanding, just like I understand my baby here. But they didn't say just like my baby too also understands me. She didn't say just like my baby too also understands me. She just said like I understand my baby. But guess what? The understanding is both ways. He understands you, you understand him as well. That's simply it, you know. So, anyways, let's continue.
At your partner, you need to know what works for the both of you. So please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and join us next week, same time. See you guys. Love you.
Now, first of all, before we even get to the things they're saying, look at the outfit of this lady, of this woman. Okay, and this is another item Victor skit. I mean, it's so sexual. I mean, half her breasts are out. I mean, really, what is the difference? I mean, it's to ladies, women, don't imbibe, and young girls as well, don't imbibe this mentality that you are only your body. That is from Satan. That is satanic at its. In fact, it is the most satanic lie I've ever heard in my life. You are not your body. You are a spirit. Understand that you are a spirit with a soul in a body. Like I've said, okay, I don't think I've said it on the videos before. Maybe when I was talking somewhere. You get, if a person dies, their body's still there. Their body's still there. What has left them? What has left them? The spirit. The spirit has left them. You can still see the body, can't you? You know, but the spirit has left. So you are. I mean, don't imbibe this disgusting, demonic lie that you are only your body. And the songs continually promote that. The movies continually promote that. The music videos continually promote that. The skits continually promote that. Because they're satanic at their roots. You see most of you nowadays wearing, just continually exposing your body, and because the enemy is feeding you a lie and you are believing it. That is from the depths of hell. Do you understand that? That's from the depths of hell. Look at this. Look at what she's wearing right now. Of course, and they didn't pick. Remember, this one is constructed, right? They didn't, just like most of the things you watch. They didn't pick. The actors and the actresses didn't pick their clothes. It was picked for them. Somebody picked the costume for them. Okay, and this is what they chose to make her wear. Basically half naked. You know, you're not your body. Your body is not meant to cool anybody's pressure. Stupid as they are, you are the one who cools the pressure, not your body. Okay, and this detachment of you from your body, like it's so evil. It's so evil. Like, and I have to make another video entirely for that one. It's so evil what they're pushing. You know, they want to divide us slowly by giving us the wrong mindset, by giving us the wrong attitude, by giving us the wrong beliefs, by making us prejudiced and evil. Guard your minds. Guard your minds. Okay. Now, let's continue.
Osas. 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 How many times I call you?
Okay. So you can see the instant change from the lovey-dovey couple. As soon as the camera goes off, they become, Osas, start talking to each other in a rude way, start saying this,
For your life, you call my ass, me, they press my toothpaste from the middle. Yeah. Waiting now. You know if you behave like normal people, they press toothpaste from bottom. Toothpaste. That's why you're screaming. Toothpaste. Common toothpaste. Common toothpaste. Why you shout? Toothpaste when I buy with my money, Osas, now they call common toothpaste. This is the only thing you put it your money instead of still college.
Okay, so you can see the extreme, they're trying to make those social media couples, the real ones, seem like hypocrites. Okay, they're trying to make them seem like hypocrites because they were just showing this lovey-dovey couple now, all the roses and champagne and all that stuff, and now immediately the camera goes off. Now they're arguing about toothpaste. Okay, now she's angry that it does not press the toothpaste from the bottom, but it's pressing it from the middle, and that is an argument. Okay, so they're really trying to show a very shallow nature, you know, show a very shallow nature, and going completely against what she just said, because she was just saying it's about understanding, things like that. But now she's completely not understanding at all, and this can be either side, arguing about toothpaste, you know. So it's just, yeah, they're trying to paint them as hypocrites. That's what they're doing.
This is the only thing I've done to Sas. You never spent any money for the relationship. I don't blame you. The only thing you spent your money on is. Oh, Sas, I say I don't blame you.
You see, and they're always trying to push this. Okay, I think this is the second skit that I'll see that we're doing that, and I'm sure they're promoting it in other ways as well. That the guy is telling the girl that you never spent any money for this relationship. First of all, she's not supposed to be spending money on you. You are to be spending money on her. Get that? Okay. And by the way, the Bible didn't say that a woman that does not provide for her household. It said a man that does not provide for his household is worse than an infidel and has denied the faith. So the responsibility for taking care of the house is not on the woman, it's on the man. So any of these stupid ideologies that they want to be bringing to you, that maybe 50-50 or 80-20, no, you are the one to provide. Of course, she can help you. Of course, she can help you. But do not ever assume that it's her responsibility or even suggest that, because that's garbage. God does not put the responsibility on her, he puts it on you. So understand that.
I mean, when see everybody, I decide say that dirty boy I want follow. They see you for Instagram now, they go say you need. See the way you even if you all this camera, videos, likes, and comments, it concern me. I get them plenty for outside. Plenty, they even treat, they even follow me. No reason I don't rate you. I don't rate you. Calm down. Now manager, they manage you. Now don't be your fault. There are plenty. Where you they go? Come for the concern. Oh, first, where you they go? I they come out. That was concern me. How many videos I tell you say we go shoot today? We never finish. You never finish. Now I will go if you shout.
You see, they're really trying to paint them as hypocrites. Now they're arguing about this incredibly petty thing, and then he's getting up to go, and then he now says, "Come back." How many videos I tell you say we go shoot today? So that means they're still going to shoot another video. Even with the hypocrisy going on, with the false with the false thing going on here, right? And they tagged this kid's social media couple. Okay. because they're trying to promote this ideology that, oh, those couples you're seeing on social media that you might be, because these things that we watch, I'm listening to, it affects us whether we realize it or not. Whether we realize it or not, it's influencing you in one way or another. Okay, so it's trying to make you think that that all the social media couples you see, oh, it's not real. This is how they are fighting in the background. It's not real. They're just showing up for you, blah blah, and that's a lie. You know, that's a lie. Most of these couples, if you listen to them talk, they talk about very, very real, deep issues. And many of them have been together for over 15 years plus. You get. So some of people been together for 40 years. I've seen a couple that they've been together for 40 years plus. I'm like, wow, okay, that's awesome. You know. So, anyways, let's continue.
More toothpaste, fit press well. God know how your boss are dey smell. Dey vex me. Abeg bring the light come back make we shoot this thing, make I comot for here. Abeg do well jare, nonsense. Bad character when you get to me as well. Do your face well jare, smile. So hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Again, we're here to give you tips on how to make your relationship work. You can see how lovey-dovey we are.
So they literally ended the skit saying, "You can see how lovey-dovey we are," and then with the slam, with the boom, to show like complete hypocrisy is what they're pushing, really. So they're trying to lessen your beliefs in that which you see, especially when it comes to, because all they want to push is evil. You need to understand that this is a satanic agenda. You must understand it. So all they're pushing is evil. All they're pushing is evil. So it might not look that way. It might not look that way. Of course, they know that if they bring out the evil to you straight up, okay, we want you to be messed up, we want you to be evil, we want you to hate each other, we want you to murder each other, we want you to, of course, as everybody was trying their best to be good, right? Everybody wants to be a good person, at least in their own mind. So they know that you run away from that. They know that you want to run away from that. But if they present it, they quote it. The devil is a subtle being, is a subtle creature. The Bible calls him the most subtle of all creatures. That means to be sneaky. So they're not going to come out straight and say, oh, we're trying to mess up your mind. No. They're going to put it in entertainment. They're going to put it in your songs and your books and your movies and your skits. So you need to guard your mind. Okay? So let's look at this. Wow. Okay. So I think we'll be rounding up for today. Actually, we'll get to the other skits in another episode. Guard your minds. Promote love. Promote goodness. Be careful about what you watch. Okay? Understand that they are embedding subliminal, hidden, subtle messages into these things that don't help you. Okay? They are not promoting goodness. Just look at what they promote these days. Look at the skits, what they promote. Adultery, fornication, evil, dishonesty, stealing, mockery, all sorts. Look at the movies, violence, murder, and all those things I just mentioned now also. Look at the songs, fornication, adultery, evil behaviors, just sadistic, nonsensical, criminal things. You're pushing evil. And you need to guard your mind. If not, you will soon think that evil is good. In fact, it's already happening. It's already happening. But God will not judge us on a group basis. He will judge us on an individual basis. So if you let these influences rot your mind, you'll be the only one to pay for it at the end of the day. So guard your minds. Okay? Remain blessed. See you next time.